What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scriv, and welcome back to the channel. Now, today we got some things that we need to talk about, and it's getting more serious and tragic than what I ever thought that it it should be, even if I'm explaining that correctly. But before we get into that, if this is your first time here on my channel, thank you guys for coming and spending a little bit of time with me. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, as well as if you do enjoy the content of this video, make sure that you give the video a thumbs up, because it does help my channel out a lot with exposing my channel to you guys. So I came across two videos within like the same hour of each other on TikTok and whatnot. And so with that, I want you guys to see these two videos, and then we just gotta talk about it afterwards.
So I can't be with a man that makes $100,000 a year or less.
He has to make at least $200,000 a year.
Are you on drugs?
No.
So now with that, you had one woman that basically said that she cannot date a man that makes less than $100,000 a year. Then you had another woman that said the man she wants, or the man that she's willing to date, has to make $200,000 a year. Now, the woman that said the 200,000, I like how the other woman basically just asked her, was she on drugs and stuff? Because first of all, now me personally, I do not know just exactly what area of work you have to be in order to make 200,000 annually. Now, of course, 100,000 annually, I would say, doctors, lawyers, that whole, that type of profession and stuff like that. But then even at the same time, don't doctors and lawyers or anybody in that profession, do they make that amount? Or is it between 100,000 and 200,000? Y'all let me know and stuff, because I have no idea. I really don't know what profession makes over 200,000. Now, with that being said, to me, that seems a little bit unrealistic and whatnot, even though I know it's not unrealistic, because yes, there are people that make that much a year. But at the same time, you have these women, not all, but you have a majority of women that want a man to basically provide for her. She wants the traditional man to basically make all the money, provide financially. But then yet at the same time, my question is, what is it that she has to offer? Because obviously she don't want to offer any money towards a household. So my next question is, do you know how to cook? Do you know how to clean? Hell, what is your sex like? Because that's the only three that you will have to offer to have a man that does nothing but financially provide for you. Cooking, cleaning, sex. That is it. But then at the same time, you want a man to make that kind of money, then yeah, he'll be able to take care of, everything. But then at the same time, you probably might push for him to get a maid to clean the house. You probably might, convince him to go out to eat every night, or get, said maid to cook your meals and whatnot. But then also at the same time, when it comes to your sex, I'm pretty sure you are a pillow princess. But no, let me take that back. Not a pillow princess. Now, if you guys don't know what a pillow princess is, a pillow princess is just a person that just lays there during sex and does nothing to contribute to said activity. But then at the same time, you're not a pillow princess. You're probably a pillow corpse, because your shit is probably that boring. So how dare these women want to sit there and basically say that if a man is not making this amount of money, then he has no right to even consider thinking about dating her. Like, that is just appalling that a man that makes less than 100,000, a man that makes less than 200,000 would even consider trying to get with the two of them. Now, mind you, now I'm not sitting there trying to talk about anybody's looks or anything like that, because Lord knows I'm not the most handsome person in this world. But the woman that wants to, a man that makes over 200,000, first of all, she's not the prettiest thing in the world either. So now, I also wound up seeing this other TikTok earlier this morning, to where this woman basically was bragging and gloating at the fact that all she does is uses men. Now, she kept talking about how she just uses men in everything for their money, for whatever, and then once their role in her life is over, she just dumps them off to the side. And she also literally said that she don't care if they're heartbroken, she don't care if they're hurt or anything like that. And she also said, and I quote, if he is hurt or heartbroken after I didn't use them and sent them on his way, that is his personal problem. Now, what if a man was to do the exact same thing to you? Now, the person in said TikTok, I only saw the beginning part of the video. Well, I saw the whole video, but the beginning part of the video was her basically saying all of this. And so there was it was a reaction video, come to find out. So the man that basically, reacted to the video, he wound up saying that, it's appalling. It is just downright bad that she has all these followers on TikTok, Instagram, social media, and they are basically just gassing her up, talking about how she's right with all of this and how she should just keep on going. Now, the thing is, women, not all, I'll say maybe like a good 85% women, y'all use men. Y'all have all these unrealistic expectations of a man. Y'all have all these semi-unrealistic preferences when it comes to a man. And y'all do these things thinking it's okay. But then when yet somebody does it to you, oh, then it's World War III. Y'all act like, nobody can hurt you. Now, the thing is with the woman in said video that, says she can't date a man with that makes less than 100,000 and whatnot, first of all, you can't sit there and call yourself a bad bitch, because no, there's nothing bad about you. Well, actually, I take that back. Everything that's bad about you is your personality, your viewpoints on men, your viewpoints on life, because 9 times out of 10, you probably want the most expensive stuff that money can buy, when yet you also have nothing left to offer. But then also at the same time, the way that I look at it now, I'm not trying to sound biased when I say this, and I'm not trying to sound, I guess you could say, condescending. I probably don't sound condescending, but then also at the same time, I'm not sitting there trying to talk bad about anybody or anything when I say this. But women like these two, or the overall general population of women that only wants a man for his money, clearly has some daddy issues. You saw how your father basically, walked out of you and your mom's life. And so you saw your mom struggling and everything. And that for that, I am sorry that you had to go through that. But the fact that you want a man to provide for you and yet you have little to nothing to offer, that right there just won't fly. So I really had to get that rant out and whatnot because it really did kind of piss me off at the fact that there's women like this that actually do exist. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that all women are bad. No. But there's a majority of the women that basically outshines the good women. And so the good women and whatnot, they're the quiet ones. They don't make a name for themselves. That's why it's hard to find them. But yet you have all these other women that talk about how they want XYZ, they want a man to provide XYZ or whatever, and yet that's just a huge turn off to us men. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that every man is good, because no, there are some asshole men, and that's going to be another video coming out later this week and whatnot. So do not think, ladies, that I am always bashing men, always bashing women on my channel, because I'm not. I will be doing the, how bad men are as well later down the line this week. So stay tuned for that. But the point that I am trying to make is money isn't worth everything. To be honest, it's not really worth much of nothing. Yeah, we do need money to be able to survive in this society, but then at the same time, there was a saying that I saw. It was a post actually on Facebook like years ago. I think it was like 10 plus years ago, something like that. And it's always stayed in the back of my head that the difference between a regular dollar bill and a monopoly dollar bill is a fact that people believe that one has more value than the other. And so now, let's just hypothetically say you get your man that makes no less than 100,000. You get your man that makes no less than 200,000 annually. Well, what happens if the economy crash and everybody is just dead broke? Like even the most richest of billionaires lose all of their money. What are you going to do then? So my rant is over. I do hope you guys, see the point that I was trying to make with this video. Let's just have an open discussion for this. What are your opinions? For gold digging people, not just gold digging women, for gold digging people, and whatnot, both men and women. Let's, talk about this in the comments below. This has been your boy Scriv, and I will see you guys next week.